Where BJP leaders and supporters have been protesting outside the Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaia's house. This after more trouble for jail authorities when a video emerged showing inmates dancing and partying with liquor and snacks merely a few hours after the government pulled up officials for allowing VVIP treatment inside the jail. The latest visual showed liquor in disposable glasses, cut fruits and fried peanuts, fine arrangements for a party inside jail. And I have with me Deepak, who has been breaking all the developments on this story. Deepak joins me live from Bengaluru. Deepak, the BJP upping the ante there, saying there's lawlessness in Karnataka, blaming the Karnataka government for what we've been showing on our screens.
Yes, massive drama played out. You had the BJP party president, two leaders of the oppositions, and several other senior leaders who were detained just a while ago. You can even now see, of course, massive police deployment at this junction. This is, of course, a short distance from the Chief Minister's residence. The idea was to march towards his residence. They've been demanding the resignation of the Karnataka Home Minister as well over what has transpired at the Parappanagara Central Jail. Now, more importantly, there is a meeting that's currently underway to determine what exactly took place at Parappanagara, who are the ones who allowed for such rampant corruption, for mobile phones, for liquor, for television, for cooking utensils, and all of this to make its way inside the Parappanagara prison. The Home Minister is chairing this meet at the prison's office in Bengaluru, and after that we could expect some sort of a statement that could come in from him about the action that's going to be taken. I'm also told here that the NIA meanwhile is also very keen on knowing how the ISIS operative was given a mobile phone and they could register an FIR separately is what I'm picking up. So if that happens, that's going to be massive as well. Now, while of course probably finding drugs or finding mobile phones inside prisons happens in different parts of the country, but here you have a situation where you have an ISIS operative. According to the NIA, this individual was radicalizing youth. He was raising funds. He was also sending people to Syria, especially young minds. And if you give an individual like this a smartphone inside a central prison, it of course speaks volumes about the kind of security that there is inside. And while senior police officials, retired police officials have been speaking about this, they have been saying that whenever there is corruption, especially inside a prison, it's never in isolation. There is some sort of a collaboration that's happening, and there's a nexus between the staff inside and the prisoners. This is something that the Karnataka Home Minister has said he will act against, and there's a meeting that's now underway to find out when these videos are from, who shot these videos, how did so many mobile phones and cooking utensils, earbuds and electronic items really get into the prison. And more importantly, we also of course hit the ground near Parappanagara. For several months now, residents who live around the vicinity of the central prison have been saying that even if they want to call ambulances, they do not have phone network. But how is it that people sitting inside prisons are enjoying phone calls, watching reels on their mobile phones?
Very interesting point you make there. Deepak, do stay with me. For our viewers here on Breaking Ground, we're calling it Karnataka's jailhouse rock. Well, there is no other way to describe the visuals that we have been showing you. What we're about to show you is a huge security lapse at the Bengaluru Central Jail for which heads must roll. Many videos are going viral showing several high-profile inmates, including serial rapist Umesh Reddy, alleged ISIS operative Johad Hamid Shakil Manna, enjoying a luxurious lifestyle. After the uproar of the video, the Karnataka Chief Minister and Karnataka Home Minister have assured that action will be taken. As Deepak just pointed out, the Home Minister is holding that meeting in the prison's office. We're waiting to get a statement from him after that meeting concludes. According to the Karnataka Chief Minister, the DG of the jail was on holiday and also said that such an incident would not occur again. This is not happening for the first time, folks. Earlier also, gold smuggling accused Tarun was seen enjoying himself inside jail. Meanwhile, you do know that the BJP is holding a protest. They've just concluded that protest. Some of them have been detained, as a correspondent pointed out. But the big question here is, who has allowed these activities to take place inside jail with those high-profile inmates?
ನಾಳೆ ಅವರು ಯಾರನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಜಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ರಜಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾಳೆ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೋಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ನಂಬರ್ 1. ನಂಬರ್ 2, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದಾಗ ನೋಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ.
ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾರು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಣೆ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಸೂಪರ್ಡೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಲೆವೆಲಿನ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ನನಗೆ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟಾಲರೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್. ಎನಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನಫ್. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಇದು ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ಸು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್. ಹಂಗಂತೇಳಿ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಟಿ ವಿ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡೋದು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೇನೋ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಜೈಲಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ವರದಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಾಗಿ ನಾನೇ ಒಂದು ಸಭೆ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ.
Terrorists are not safe outside the jail now. This government is protecting them. For that only they are giving all the facilities inside the jail. But what justice say, Kanun is equal to everybody. We have to punish them inside. That is why we are kept there. But this government is totally safeguarding the interest of the criminals and the terrorists, so that so many things are happening inside.
More reactions coming in. Now let's get you what the Karnataka Minister Priyank Kharge is saying on this big security lapse and this huge political controversy.
See, this apparently the video that has been posted was 2.5 years old. The Home Minister was Mr. Ashok only, no? Ask him what happened. He was also the Home Minister. The video that is being circulated, we are accountable, sir. If the video was yesterday's, we could have commented. The video is 2.5 years old is what they're saying. Today the Home Minister is having a meeting. Let us see what it is. We'll find out the authenticity of the video, when the timelines were, when it happened. So Mr. Ashok only was the Home Minister at the time.
I'm Mr. Vikram Singh joining me live in a moment from now. We will go back to Deepak, but before that, let's take you through those videos again. You've seen the videos that have emerged. You can see inmates dancing here. There are also bottles of alcohol, which you can see them consuming. They're dancing, there's drama, there's alcohol. The big question is, who has allowed these snacks, these alcohol bottles to get into a jail? Complete VVIP treatment that you're seeing here. Let's move to the next video. In the videos that emerged yesterday, Zuhaib Hamid Shakil Manna, an ISIS recruiter, was seen scrolling on a phone and enjoying tea while a radio or a television was heard in the backdrop. According to the NIA, he raised funds, radicalized Muslim youths and illegally sent them to Syria to join the ISIS. That is a high-profile terrorist on your screens, folks. Another video showed Umesh Reddy, named in 18 rape and murder cases, using his 2 Android phones and a keypad mobile. A television was kept in his barracks. In 2022, his death sentence was commuted to 30 years of imprisonment by the Supreme Court as he sought clemency. Claiming to be mentally ill, he was later declared medically sound. So there you have those high-profile inmates enjoying the luxuries inside the Bangalore Central Jail. Deepak still with me. I'm going to go across to him before I go to Vikram Singh. Deepak, there's nothing one can say but this: heads must roll. That important meeting taking place, which is being chaired by the Home Minister of the state.
Well, now even as there are questions about when the videos are from, one thing is certain. There was a photograph and some videos that emerged of an accused named Tarun. He was arrested in the gold smuggling case along with the actress Rania Rao. Now that's a case that is just a few months old. So, there is another video that shows a newspaper which shows the date as 6th of November and then pans and shows multiple high-end smartphones as well. So, the BJP and the Congress here can play politics about when the video is from. But the question here is that for a long time, Parapna Agrahara has been infamous for, giving VIP treatment to prisoners. Be it when VK Sasikala from Tamil Nadu was lodged here in Parapna Agrahara, be it when, Abdul Karim Telgi, one of the most notorious criminals, was lodged in Parapna Agrara. There were allegations that he was getting VIP treatment. Actor Darshan, he was of course lodged very recently at Parapna Agrara. He was seen enjoying a cigarette and a coffee, sitting in a lawn, as if he was in a park along with friends. Then again, officials said that we will look into it, we will take action. And now again, these videos are emerging. The question here is, why does this happen time and again? This is supposed to be a place to take corrective, reformative action against, criminals. Here you have an ISIS operative, alleged ISIS operative that the NIA has arrested on charges of, radicalizing youth in the country. And if you give him access to a mobile phone, a smartphone, that too, he could operate very safely sitting, behind bars.
Absolutely.
And there are residents who live outside who are complaining that they don't have network to, call the ambulance.
Absolutely. And why this VVIP treatment? Heads must roll. I'm going to bring in former UP DGP, Mr. Vikram Singh here. Mr. Singh, thank you for joining us here. You just heard my correspondent. He's spoken about how this is not the first time VVIP treatment has been meted out to these prisoners inside these high security prisons. This raises big questions, sir, over security arrangements inside this prison in particular.
Good afternoon, Vidika. I'm sure nothing shocks and surprises me any longer. It is on expected lines. Known terrorists, and that the likes of Zuhaib Hamid Shakil Manna, and also the serial rapist who's accused of 16 serial rapes. Also, Umesh Reddy, if they are given freebies and facilities that are totally in contradiction to the jail manual, either two conclusions are very obvious. Corruption of the worst kind, reaching right up to the DNA of the jail staff, and complicity of the jail staff to facilitate these parties, the liquor parties, and of course, no control over them and their devious activities. You would understand, and everybody would understand, that phone in the hands of an ISIS would be not only anti-social, anti-national, it will be quoting the recipe of disaster. I had expected a lot more.
If I can just jump in here, sir. This seems to be an insider job, isn't it? I mean, giving them all this treatment that you see, it can't be anyone but someone inside who perhaps has been bribed, or I don't know, you know best how this works.
Vidika, this is without the total complicity of the jail staff, this kind of partying is just not possible. I would say that all those on duty should be dismissed from service, cases be registered of corruption against them, and they should be sent to jail. If we don't do that, we'll be failing the people of Bengaluru and Karnataka and India, because these are anti-social and criminal elements of the worst pedigree, and the least we can do. The technology allows us CCTV enabled by AI, mobile phone jammers. We could have done so much, and Karnataka is known for technical and electronic prowess, but we choose to look the other way and facilitate them for tuppence and for few pieces of gold. That is all that has happened. And the conclusions are very obvious. Unless you come down like a ton of bricks on them, you would again be inviting trouble with these serial offenders.
Yes.
Therefore, there is a roadmap. Use technology, dismiss them from service, register a case against them, and give them an exemplary punishment.
And
if
Mr.
that
Singh,
doesn't happen, well,
yes, before I let you go, Mr. Singh, I have one last question for you. Of course, heads must roll, like you have said. But look at the danger this one image poses for people in India. You have an ISIS operative, a high-profile prisoner inside that jail using a phone, sir. You don't have to be physically present, really, to make terror plans. What this is extremely dangerous and worrisome.
Exact and a very correct and appropriate conclusion, that the mobile phone is an instrument of disaster in his hands. He will radicalize, plan IED blast, recruit, and then radicalize the youth, spread venom right across the country and the world. Mobile phone is an instrument of terror. And if given to a terrorist like him, well, you know what it is, that it can spell disaster for society and for the nation.